Hello everyone, my name is Jackie, and today I'll be making tabbouleh. It's a Mediterranean salad dish, and there are a lot of different ways to make tabbouleh. I'll be using tomato, olive oil, quinoa, and I'll be using quinoa instead of cracked wheat. I decided to do that because it's full of phosphorus and it's gluten-free. I'm trying to try different gluten-free recipes for a change, and it has parsley, onions, lemon. We have lemon juice and lemon, and we have mint. Parsley has a lot of benefits. According to our Understanding Foods textbook, it's filled with vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, folate. I want to go ahead and test out my knives and make sure they're sharp enough, as Miss Charlotte was showing us in the knife skills video. It has to go straight down. It's a little bit dull.
Okay.
Alright, I sharpen the knives. That's a lot better than before. Okay, now we're going to chop the parsley. I want it to be really fine. Alright, now we're going to chop the tomatoes. We want to get rid of that bad part. And dice them. There we go. So we change to the chef knife. This recipe requires a lot of chopping. This was my first time using a serrated knife for the tomatoes. Usually I use a steak knife, and that does not allow me to cut the tomatoes evenly as I was able to with a serrated knife. It helped to prevent the juice from spilling everywhere. I tried to cut the onions the way that Miss Charlotte did, but it was difficult to cut it horizontal due to an injury in my hand. But I cut it once, and I was able to cut it fine enough for the recipe. I think that the rocking motion of moving the wrist and cutting felt really kind of awkward for me, because I usually do a sawing motion, even though that's not the right way to do it. I'll say the most challenging part in the recipe for making tabbouleh was chopping the parsley, because I had to put a lot of pressure and make it as fine as possible. See, here it is. It was really hard to make it finer than that, but I tried my best. I had to bunch up the parsley and keep going back and making it really fine. That was very difficult. I'm also not used to using a chef knife to cut the onions. I think I also use a steak knife for that, but it helped to make it just fine enough for the recipe. The last ingredients I added were quinoa, olive oil, lemon juice, and salt. I did the salt to taste. Olive oil, I kind of guessed, maybe did 1/4 cup or a little bit less. And here we go. And I kept trying it to see if it tastes good enough. Enjoy.
Cool.